Hey, g'day traders, Sam here from Trade to Prosper, giving you another update. This time I'll be talking about Glimmer, and just pay attention to this disclaimer because from now on that will be there. So I'll just leave it there for a few seconds and then move to Glimmer. What we have here is what I had some time back with one of my Glimmer Moonbeam or Glimmer video posts, and you can see on my channel. And I did talk about that I'll be interested in this area more so. And sure enough, this is turning out to be right. So I did trade this just in case I was wrong with Bitcoin and all the rest. And you can see that the automatic response up thrust, that was it. And it didn't go above, it didn't go much above. Really dismal response. So it doesn't look like many people are interested in it compared to the others. So I'm still interested long term. So I'm looking for the bottom and I'll accumulate the bottom. And my strategy, not to say that you follow my strategy is to put a small amount of funds against it and trade that and just pretty much accumulate more Glimmer or GLMR. And then potentially, when I do feel like it's the bottom, then I'll add more funds to it. So that's my strategy with Glimmer. What we have here, and I did this in a previous video for Glimmer, I did explain that if I just add this in, I said this is my perception, and sure enough, it's possible. So we can talk about this, um, because the reason why, and it's basically on just observation. That's a strong move, okay, and that's a strong move. So I'm making the assumption that that could be wave one, that could be wave two, or this could be wave one, wave two type of thing, just in that bracket. Really doesn't matter. If this is two and three, well, I'm still thinking this is three, and maybe that's four. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's still got more to go. And what we might possibly have is two levels. So if that's not three and four, we could still probably go down here for the 1.618. Sorry, guys, just give me a sec. For that to drop there, that is a 50% drop. For there, that's an 89% drop. It's possible, but I do think that it'll be more so in this area. And so you can see my Fibonacci extension. And let's just push that to the side a bit so you can see that. So I'm interested in that bucket there. And this will be I'm not saying follow my strategy. I might just average in as well. But you can also see this as a shorting opportunity. So if this was so we've got support, so three touches, and that's good enough to say that's a support line. And if we drop it below it, then we look for the shorting, and definitely another level down. So that's what I'm looking at the moment. So good shorting opportunity, as well as looking for an entry here, and then average in there. And if it drops more, average more in. So if you have, I don't know, if you've got some funds left, you might put maybe, I don't know, maybe 40%, and maybe the 60% here. So, or if you feel like it's going to go further down, then change the ratio. But if you were to see a bottoming formation, then if you're interested, just add more into it. But that's my strategy, my approach. I'm not recommending what you can do, but this is because finding the bottom is going to be difficult. But this makes sense. So what we need to do is keep an eye on Bitcoin, keep an eye on these guys, and make that opportunity. So short-term wise, let's have a look at this. And what do we look at? What we see. This is the 4-hour chart, and I'm going to go to the 15-minute. Let's see what it shows us. Okay, that's a strong move. Let's see what the tool tells us. Elliott wave. Okay. So if I said that was 1, 2, But no, that doesn't. I think it's still going to go down more because that's a strong move, and nah, there's more to it. So let's have a look at this. See if we can see any clues. Unfortunately, that was black. Now we can do this one here. Let's see this one here. It's probably a better one. Okay, 0.786. So if we're going to bearish, one will be. We'll probably find support at one. So there is no opportunity here at the moment. I think it will bounce off this line, but it won't go far. So let's just put that in a different color. Make it bold. Let's just look at that. And I think it's. You see that arc? That's not good. Well, there is a possibility that this can bounce from here, and what we'll look for is it's going to be difficult, but we can try right to this level. And yeah, there is a definite level here. You can see the 618. I'm not sure what that keeps doing that, but so that level is a strong resistance. So if this was to come up to that height, 618, I'll be definitely looking to short. And now let's see what this looks like on the 30 minutes for a sec. No, there's no head and shoulder type of stuff. It could be. You might be able to say there it is. So you can say this structure is the left shoulder. That's our neckline. You can say potentially that's the right shoulder. I mean, so they actually here. So we can say potentially that is the head and this is the right shoulder. So because we've got that point as well. And geez, it's not going to give us much, but we could also probably say that could be the head, and then we get the right shoulder, or ever so small. Yep. So that's. I don't see getting above this level. It's going to be very difficult to get above this level. But if price was to come there, I'll just look at shorting it down, and you might just give that small right shoulder, and we'll get the head and shoulders. So if that was a head and shoulders, and that's the neckline, let's just see how it matches up with our thinking. All right, if it breaks down, okay. So it does go to that structure does reach our 1.727 as a target. And so maybe just average from that point and then further around. Difficult times, but yeah, so that is a good percentage far out. How much is that? 33%. Jeez. Okay. So that I'm just sharing my opinion in terms of what possibly can take place. So let's just get that formalized. Touches there. Got that one there. So what we've got at the moment definitely looks like a continuation pattern to the downside, and finding the entry is probably the one. So we've got support there as well. But this might potentially come to that level there, from here to there, and then bounce if it doesn't find any support there. So it's both of them are valid. And if it comes down here, then we see this level here, okay, and that's valid as well. So from here, close to the 618. All right, so that's what I have. Yeah, I'm bearish on this wave. This could be wave 4. So wave 3 to 4, a continuation pattern. wave 5 destination is either here. If this is wave 5, then this might not be wave 3 and 4. Maybe this could be wave 3 and 4. Yeah. Try and do it. We can have wave 3 and 4 here, and you might go a bit more higher than that, even higher probably. So that could be wave 3 and 4 as well. So there is no way of knowing this at the moment. I'll treat it like that, and then that's why I'm saying average in here, and then have your stop loss wherever it is, and accumulate more there if that's the case, and we'll take it from there. All right, so go back one to 6 hours. Whoops, there was an example I was using there before. Let's just spread that out evenly. Now, is there any structure to this? From there to there. Okay, there's nothing much there. And from there to there. Okay. We might just get, who knows? We might get that there. Let's just move that across. This might go sideways for a while. And let's see this. If that's A, let's just do the count. That's your A. That's your B. C. D. That could be a E. Yeah, if this is the, but sometimes it drops below it. So this could be, sometimes just drops below the trend line with a wick. So yeah, you know what? If this was to drop down, have your could be really the last capitulation, and that could be it there. And it's probably good to put some orders there. You might just get the wick, and then back up here again. So anyway. There's a lot of possibilities, and I'm just thinking out loud. I haven't thought about this before, but just showing that this could be strong resistance. So if it comes all the way down here, this will be the strong resistance, and take it from there, guys. No, I'm going to leave it at that. And anyway, please give me a like and share. I'll talk to you soon. Actually, while we're at that, let's look at this. So this is Bitcoin, and I talked about in my previous video, and it didn't. I did say it will drop down there and potentially bounce back up. So I thought there might be a possibility from there to there. So you can see how that didn't work. Now I'm looking at this kind of scenario. You can see my trend line using the wicks. So that could be a potential entry. And you can see this level. Could be the 618. This area could be it. Get the bounce. And this is a bearish structure. So we might get another bounce. Something like that. As a last, this would definitely be a resistance because before it was support, or we might not even get there. So anyway, I'm looking for shorting, adding more to my shorts. So if this comes down here, I think it will. I don't think it. So that's the first touch. Yeah, could do that or do that, and then we'll look for shorting opportunities here, and then back down. Having that in mindset, you might just fill that right shoulder up, like I said, and then drop in sequence with Bitcoin. So I'll leave it at that, guys, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.